reason why I started a life coach is about 10 years ago. I was in a really dark place. I was I was addicted to pornography. I was, I had lots of suicidal thoughts. I had depression, and, and I was just going through a really rough time. And I decided to drop out of high school because the bullying and the negative atmosphere was just very toxic for me. So I decided to drop out. And instead I was like, okay, well, if I drop out, I got to do something. Right. And everyone thought I was crazy. My grandma was like, you can't just drop out of high school. That's crazy. But I was like, no, I need to take care of myself here, because if I don't, I'll die. And I remember saying those kinds of similar words. And so I dropped out of high school. I was starting to go down this dark path, and I'm like, I've planned my suicide now. And I'm like, I can't do this. Like, I cannot just live like this, and I need to do something. And so it got to the point where, I was, I was totally addicted, and I didn't know what to do. And so I remember hearing, because I grew up listening to self-development books, and I remember listening to Zig Ziglar in the car, and I was like, man, maybe there's something to this that I need some help with, and maybe these people can help me. And I remember there was this seminar that someone had come to my dad's work, and he was a real estate agent at the time. And it was this body language coach. And I was like, what is going on? Like, body language coach. And so I decided to attend one of their events, and I realized, I was like, shoot, man. I was like, it was one of their free events. And a man by the name of Kirk Duncan goes up there, and he starts talking about negative thoughts, and like how negative thoughts are actually like, there are like, on the outside, somebody tells you these negative thoughts. He called them dot people at the time. He calls them dot people. And you can, depending on your religious beliefs or whatever, you could call them Satan or whatever. There are these entities that speak to you and tell you that you're a terrible person, or tell you that, and he started talking about this, and I'm like, this guy's nuts. Right. But I was like, I've heard these voices before though. Right. Or like voices inside your head. You would think a little crazy. Right. But I was like, no. There might be something to this. And I remember then I attended his event, and I realized at the end of his event, at the end of this 3-day event, this other seminar that he pitched, I remember at the very end of it, he put up these numbers like I think it was $775. And it was for his next like other high level class. And I thought to myself, this is something that I really want to do. I'm really liking about learning about these dot people, and I'm learning about negative thoughts and how to control and how to manage your emotions, because that's the key. I mean, if you want to succeed in life, you've got to learn to manage your emotions. And I remember sitting in front of the classroom, and it was present yourself. And I was like, man, this is what I want to do. I want to be a motivational speaker. Like, before, I thought I was going to be a musician. I thought I was going to, do all this crazy stuff. And I thought, no. Like, I really want to be a public speaker. And this was the class that was going to teach you how to do it. Basically training the trainer, right? You're training the coach. And I was like, man, this is it. Like, I want to do this, but I can't afford it. Well, all of a sudden it was rewarded to us the next day, because, there was a lot of people that were impressioned by us, and someone had paid our way to do it, me and my dad. And so I went to this event, changed my life. And obviously I thought I was fixed. I thought it was well, but it took about 10 years to, get through all my crap, and not only learn the mindset, but the skill set as well. Right. So I had to overcome my addiction. I had to, of pornography. I had to overcome my negative thoughts and negative emotions. I had to overcome a lot of these different things. And finally it got to a place where I was like, and then this COVID thing hit, and I was like, man, I got lucky, right? I got extremely lucky, and not everybody else is as lucky as I am. And I have all this knowledge that I've built up over the past 10 years of different coaches teaching me the skill set, sales, marketing, mindset, skill set. And I was like, I've got this knowledge, and I need to share it with other people, because I realized with this COVID thing going on, there is so much, like, depression has gotten so much worse because of COVID. And it was already bad before. Like, everyone was talking about it, like everyone had it. It just seems like everyone has depression or some sort of mental disorder. And I was like, man, I got to help these people because I've got some tools that I really, really want to share. And that's really where it all started.
Wow. First of all, my friend, thank you so much for sharing that. That's a lot of personal information. It takes lots of courage to be able to really put yourself out there.
It
Um,
does, doesn't it? Yeah, it does.
Definitely.
To me, I don't care anymore. Like, people need to hear my story because I know it helps people. So, and that's really what drives me.